Hey everybody, welcome back to Middle American Outdoors. Ben here from the Iowa crew. I'm just going to do a little update on what I think of the Hawk saddle. We'll start with the saddle itself. As you can see here, it's pretty muddy and dirty. I've been using the heck out of it. We'll start, I guess, with the comfort of it. I am a bigger guy. I'm 6'2", 260 pounds now. Got about a 38-inch waist, and I have got it to where I have decent comfort. It is a little bit narrow width-wise for a guy my size, so I'll stand by my previous thought on it. If you're a bigger guy, there's probably better options, although it's not unbearable. I've sat up to 6 hours in it, and the nice thing about a saddle is, you can make small adjustments with it to change your pressure points with the saddle, which is something I really like about it. I have really enjoyed hunting with the saddle. It's opened up a lot of opportunities that I wouldn't have otherwise, especially for public ground. I don't have to leave stands. Last year I had some stands stolen, and with this setup I don't have to worry about it. Plus I can pack it in, pack it out, and I can be very mobile with it. As far as shortcomings with the saddle, I do not like the waist adjustment on it. It's not, if I was to let one of my kids use it, it's kind of a pain in the butt to get adjusted, or if you put on more layers, they could do something a little different there. It is effective though. It is strong. I don't have any concerns about the strength of it at all. I just wish the adjustments were a little easier to make on it. The bridge on this, it's an Amsteel bridge. So far I don't have any strength worries with it. However, it is showing some signs of fraying, and I'll do some close-up shots of that so you can see. I don't think it's any cause for concern yet, but it's definitely something I'm going to keep an eye on. The leg straps are plenty long. I'm probably going to trim these off. I haven't messed with it yet just because I wanted to just kind of give it a fair assessment. If you're a smaller guy, you got plenty of leg strap here, so you're probably going to trim those up. Your lineman's loops and your bridge loops, all the stitching seems to be holding up just fine. Their overall quality I think is good. I haven't used any of the molly loops yet, but I will be next year if I keep this one. But I think I'm probably going to be looking at other options just for my own personal use. I'll probably pass this one on to the kids, let them use it. The pad that goes on the inside of it, I didn't bring it out here with me, but it was in my previous video on this. I used it one day and I was having problems with the snaps pulling loose. I ended up just taking it off, and I haven't used it since then. I don't see a huge advantage to it. Even when it gets a little colder, I don't think it's going to make that much difference. Comfort-wise, it was more trouble than it was worth. So I haven't put it back on since I had it. Go on to the Carabiners. So far, zero issues with them. They're nice and lightweight. I haven't had any issues with the locks or anything like that. They seem to be holding up really well. So far I'm happy with those. They slide through the bridge real nice. That Amsteel's pretty slick anyway, so I haven't tried it with a webbing bridge, but no complaints there. Next up is one of the ropes. This is the one I use for my lineman rope. The biggest problem I have with this one is the eye on it's really small. So if you was to use this for a bridge, trying to get that tender knot through there, it fits, but it's super tight. And, other than that, it's holding up okay. The Prusik knot on it is effective. There's plenty of length there. I honestly wish it was a little bit shorter, just for my use, but no issues with it. And on to my tether rope. I do have an issue with this one, and I'll do a close-up of this as well. I've seen some other pictures, people having the same problem, but I'm getting some separation right on the end of the loop here. And I'm just not quite sure what to think about it. Since I've been using this, I'll tie in with both ropes when I get up to the stand, and I'll leave my lineman rope just a little bit loose so I can still maneuver. It's just kind of a backup, just simply because I don't fully trust this. Trying to use it and give it a fair assessment, but I think I'm going to be getting rid of this one. My safety is more important than looking cool. So same issue with the Prusik knot on this. I just wish it wasn't so long. Where I found my personal comfort's actually a little lower than what most people recommend. But when I do that, the Prusik knot's too long. So I'm stuck using the rope grab. And onto this thing. I do not trust this thing at all. However, I have been using it again to give it a fair assessment. The strength rating on this, the way I understand it, and somebody please correct me if I'm wrong, but it does not equal 300 pounds as the rest of the kit does. Again, I used it to give it a fair assessment, but I stayed tied in with my lineman's rope as well. So that alone, I just don't like it. And also, it's just really super noisy. It adjusts as easy as any other rope grab, but that will be getting upgraded as well, and that'll probably just get tossed. It's not, I just don't trust it. But the only other thing that came with this kit that I don't have out here is the pouch that comes with it. In my first video, seen what I thought of that, and I'm staying with that assessment on that. It's just way too loud. It's a little bit shinier fabric, and there's way better options out there. I just have a little pouch that I hang on my backpack that carries all my stuff in. It's got a little belt clip on it so I can stick it on the saddle if I want to. But I found it easier for me just to leave it right on the backpack. And I pull it up when I go to tie in with my tether. So overall, I've been happy with the investment on it. I think for the cost of it, it's worth what you pay for it. However, if you're willing to spend just a few bucks more, you can get something much higher quality. I'll continue to use it through this season, and then next year I'll probably upgrade. So that's where I stand on that. Thanks for tuning in, and make sure you hit that like and subscribe button.